I'm Dutch, and let's react to the Americans. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Johan, and I'm a typical Dutchman. And if you're planning to come over to Europe for your holidays, or maybe to live here forever, or if you're thinking, why is everything so expensive in the United States in comparison with Europe, then you are at the right place. Because in this channel we take a look and react to videos about the cost of life and living in America versus the cost of life and living in Europe. And for today we're gonna take a look at Americans are broke, exhausted, and done pretending that everything is fine. It's just fine. It's okay. I don't have a problem. No. From a homestead journey, I've done several videos of her already, and she has good ones. So I'm gonna like this again, and let's take a look at what she has to say.
Around, you don't see people really sharing the truth of how they feel, the struggles that they're really going through, and people are becoming.
And again, in a car. It's one of the I always see people making videos in a car. I don't know why, but maybe it's acoustic.
More and more vocal about that. In fact, it's almost a new trend to actually share how you really are feeling, how you really are struggling, especially here in America.
Hey, what's up, America? I'm going to be real.
Sharing how they really feel instead of covering it up. Okay.
Feeling how you really are struggling, especially here in America.
Hey, what's up, America? I'm going to be real with you here because I see no
in your face
future for people in America. After seeing the high cost of homes nationwide, the high cost of gas, the high cost of food, the high cost of rent, cars, rental cars, used cars, insurance, health care, taxes, and every other thing, how is anybody in this country supposed to prosper that's not already wealthy? Could someone tell me that? The pulling yourself up by your bootstraps argument is and over. It doesn't work now. You have average home prices of $512,000.
What? It's getting higher and higher every time I see this average home price. It started with 400 and now it's 450, and now I already see 512. I guess it depends on which state you live in, but 500, $500,000. Wow.
$1,000. Grocery prices are almost 100% more since 4 years ago.
Since 4 years ago, I saw a video said it was 100% more since 2 years ago. So
same with rent, same with mortgages, same with used cars, same with new cars. Taxes are slightly lower, and I do mean slightly. Wages are slightly up, but no way in hell will that meet the requirements. I just saw a story about a nurse with a $75,000 salary a year and an 808 credit score denied for getting a home. Zero.
An 808 credit score is, believe, very high. I did a video about this. It's on the maximum side. So, and then 75, and then denied a home.
Zero student loan debt too. So debtless, making 75 grand a year with an over 800 credit score, not good enough for a house. So what are we doing here?
Okay, except for the credit score, because we don't have credit scores over here in Europe, but earning 75K a year, yeah, and no debt, no other debt, no student debt, etc. It's something that's normal over here in Europe, that you have some student debts, but not that amount. And but if you earn 75 a year, you have already get rid of those. So for 75, yeah, you could get a house over here, no problem at all. I got a house with 40K a year, so
What's the end goal? Starvation? Death? What's going on here? No matter what you do, no matter how you spend the finances, the middle class and the poor have no upward mobility. There is no hope now. None. No hope. None. Zero. The next 2 or 3 generations are because you allowed so much greed. Younger generations will
he's really going at it. But yeah, he is right. I see it the same. It's the next, and he's talking about the next 2 generations. I don't know about it, but the next generation will have it really, really hard. About greed. Yeah, it's all about greed. Every time is about greed.
never have shit because of your greed. I've already broken my back trying to make ends meet working for the last 30 years. I already know I'm not going to get anything from the rich. I don't give a but the younger generations, if you keep stealing and being greedy, they're going to all be homeless. And then what do you have? Ruling over a bunch of homeless people? You.
Yeah. Yeah, is that the next step? If people don't have homes, don't have a job, because, and even if they have a job, they don't get a home. But so no home and maybe a job, and then a rent that it's undoable with other costs of living that are undoable. Those people are A, leaving for Canada, Mexico, or maybe Europe, or B, giving up and sitting on the street. Then who's going to do the work for you? Who is actually going to do the shopping, the groceries in the shops? Who's gonna bake the burgers? Who's gonna do the accounting? Who's gonna do, I don't know, the labor of the land labor, farming, and who's gonna do that? If everything is way too expensive and nobody is getting paid to make needs to an end, yeah, at a point it will be over. And as I say, either it will implode or it will explode. Somewhere it's going, it's going blow up. What is she's laughing about?
Trigger warning, I'm going to crash out right now. And this is going to be a long video, but I feel like you could relate to this. So here we go. It's great living in America. Unless you're a fucking American. If you're a bank, though, you are thriving while the rest of us are just trying to survive. I just came across a video saying that banks are at an all-time high. Like their expectations have blown through the roof of what their profit margins were going to be.
Yeah, profit margins. We all know it. It's everything. It's the EPS. It's the earnings per share that's really count. The rich are getting rich over the back of the poor, and there is no middle class anymore. Yeah.
Wonder why? They are thriving because America is starving to live.
Mm-hmm.
At least 95% of Americans right now are literally surviving off credit cards, off loans in general. And
95% of Americans, so not the state, but total America, the last numbers I got along with was 60%. Okay.
banks are eating that shit up over the high interest rates. We're fighting for our lives over here. You want to know what the American dream is like? Let me tell you. Every day I wake up hoping today is the last day on earth.
No. Oh. Yeah, and I got a comment from somebody else on my video reaction that it's not even possible to leave the United States for, let's say, Europe or Europe. It's not Mexico or Canada could be in reach, but to get Europe, you need to get into a plane and get a house over here, etc., etc. So you already need to have money to do this. But wow,
I'm tired of it here. The American household, on average, is $80,000 in debt. And that's just credit cards and like auto loans. Maybe even some student loans thrown in there. But that's not even including your mortgage. That's just credit card debt. And
oh, on average, 80,000.
right now, banks are eating that interest rate up while we're all surviving. You mean to tell me that the average American goes to their mind-sucking job, works 8 to 12 hours to have everything deducted, have nothing left to live on, and we're forced to put food on the table by using credit cards? Okay, picture this, right? You go to college. You get yourself in hundreds of thousands of student loan debt. You are...
Yeah, that's the first thing. You get to college and you get yourselves in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debts. Maybe not hundreds of thousands in her case, maybe, but here it's max 10,000, max over the entire period of studying from college to university. Max 10,000, not hundreds of thousands. Because the tuition over here in the Netherlands is what, about 2,700 a year, and in other nations, in Germany and France and Italy and Spain, no, nothing. It's free. It's paid by the government. So
are one of the 5% of college graduates to get your job in the field you got your degree in, right? You get everything garnished from your wages because the increase on living and everything around you has gone up, but your pay has stayed the same. But then you also get taxes taken out. We get taxed just to breathe, people. We get taxed on owning shit. We get taxed on working. We get taxed on just living, okay? Then you got health insurance. That's a joke and a whole video with
oh, the F word is really out there.
in itself. But basically, the average American pays anywhere between $300 and $1,000 a month for health insurance. Basically, you're paying just to say, I have health insurance. But then when you go to use health insurance, you have co-pays and deductibles, and they don't cover nothing until you've met your deductible. What do you mean? Why am I paying you $1,000 a month?
Yeah, that's she's right. I'm wondering, you're paying $1,000 a month. Oh, I pay 1,000 euros a year, but
to have health insurance when I'm still paying more just to use it. I digress. Then you have everything like retirement, 401 taken out. Okay, great. You're going to work 30 to 40 years of your prime so that when you get to retirement age, we're going to give you monthly stipends back just so you can afford to live without a job. Meanwhile, like 80% of senior citizens that are retired now are working at Lowe's at the age of 87 because they can't survive just on their retirement. That's just a prime example.
Yeah. She's I have nothing to say that she's right. It's how it goes nowadays. It's totally different over here, and then people still screaming, "Oh, we are not gonna make the same mistake as in Europe to be socializing." It is. It's going absolutely the wrong way. Absolutely.
We're all struggling to keep our heads above water because we don't earn enough money. After everything gets taken out, we are now forced to pay super high interest rates on everything we own. Even stuff that's paid off, we're still paying interest on. How does that make any sense?
Huh? You're paying interest on the interest. Wait.
After everything gets taken out, we are now forced to pay super high interest rates on everything we own. Even stuff
Super high interest rates on stuff we own. Even stuff that's
paid off, we're still paying.
stuff that's still paid off. So that means that you pay interest over the interest?
Interest on. How does that make any
Yeah.
sense?
I don't either. Explain this to me.
But you're sitting there, the American family, the average American family is no longer middle class. You're either poor or rich. The rich is making money off the poor because the poor can't afford to have two jobs, full-time jobs, and still be able to take care of their families and have enough money at the end of the day to put food on the table. Hence why we are forced to live on credit card debt. And y'all are just going to keep jacking up the prices that we're never going to be able to afford to pay off. Because unfortunately, Dave Ramsey, the average American person has nothing left after their paychecks come in and they pay their bills and they buy groceries. They have nothing left to save. So you're sitting there with $20 to your name for 2 weeks until the next payday. And that's if you're lucky. There's some people that are in the red right now. They are working their asses off and they can't even pay all their bills on time. And they're trying to decide, do you want to keep the light on this month or the water? No, living is just a luxury. I can't afford to put braces on my kids right now. That's a luxury. Going out to eat, that's a luxury.
I don't know if this is happening.
Oh man, oh man. I've seen a lot of videos about this. It's I don't know what's being needed to change this. It's I don't know how long this can go on if more and more people are feeling like this.
Happening to anybody else in America, but it's getting pretty fucking annoying with me. So I had a phone plan that I started about 1.5 years ago. It was about $115 a month, a little overpriced for a single.
A phone plan for $150 a month. I assume that's the phone plus the yeah, ooh, damn. The phone plus the connection. Yeah, the bits, the bytes, and yeah, the users off the phone. Yeah,
Line, but sure. I was willing to pay it. Come 1.5 years later, they're trying to charge me $167 a month for the rest of the contract.
115 and now 167. Contract is signed for, so they can.
Don't specify why. They just, oh, it's extra service fees. I'm sorry. $47 more in service fees a month I have to pay? That makes no.
No, doesn't make. It's extra service fees. How much can you make this up? Service fees for what? Contract is a contract is a contract. That's it.
Then I literally go to my auto insurance, which was quoted to me when I first started the policy, which was a 6-month policy, at $311. $311. It's way overpriced, but I drive an Audi, so what the f ever. I guess I'll pay the $300 a month for insurance. Then I go back to my policy, and they're telling me I owe $374 a month for the remaining 3 months. Extra accrued service fees. My storage unit.
Again, extra accrued service fees. How? It's all make up. It's all in the fine print, and then you have to pay $50 more. It's.
It used to be $97 a month for my stuff. It is now $145. They raised the price on the contract and on the agreement that I made with the company. This is the same with the insurance company. This is the same with the phone plan.
Yeah. The contract is signed. This is what we do. This is what you're going.
Company that I'm putting this video on. When are we gonna get sick and tired of corporate America taking our money? I'm getting real sick and tired of this. This isn't even like a political view on left or right side or anything like that. I'm sick of America stealing from its citizens. I'm sick of corporate billion-dollar conglomerate oligarchies that continue to throw little fees and fines on us like we owe it, like we have to force ourselves to pay because they contractually keep us in a contract. It's getting old. How?
Keep us in a contract. Can they? if they change the contract by adding some fees to it, then the contract is no longer valid. If it's not, it's a new contract. So if you say, I'm not agree with this new circumstances, with this new requirements, this new set of rules or new set of agreements, that's it. I'm canceling the contract. Period. You can. There's a change in contract, so you can.
How did my bills go up over $400 in the past month from accrued fees? They can't even specify why those fees were raised. We need.
Yeah. Those are make-up fees. It's if they can't specify it, it's make-up fees.
We need to hold these people accountable. These CEOs, CFOs, these owners of these corporate businesses, billion-dollar wallets packed. All these rich, horrible people, where it's like, well, they earned it fair and square. Yeah, by people over and ripping people off, accrued fees, fines, and until their pockets are
Okay, somebody raged.
so lined they don't even know what to do with their money, while the rest of us sit here and struggle and feed off of breadcrumbs on the ground, going, it's the government, it's the Democrats, it's the Republicans, it's everything else but exactly what corporate America is standing for right now.
Yeah, I agree. It's the corporate America. It's, like I said, EPS. They have money enough. They have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. And even their kids' can live off it. But
they don't give a about us citizens. They only give a about their company. And they just want to sit there money hungry, just shoveling their face full of our money.
So I'm being
yeah.
evicted from my apartment.
Evicted?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. She is evicted from the... Why?
So I live in a part of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Florida itself is disgusting, but I live in one of the worst parts of Florida. And there's nothing here. And for the past year, I have financially struggled to the point of mental insanity. I have been stealing my groceries.
Oh, wow.
I have been basically stealing anything I can just so I can survive. I'm like a little...
It's not good, but understandable. I guess that a lot of people will do this more and more, or are already doing it. Stealing because they simply need to survive.
Squirrel. And the stress from the financial instability has made my bipolar symptoms come back up.
Ooh. Yeah. That brings back some memories of students. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So now they want me to medication.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to take medication for 4
She cannot afford the medication.
4 years, but now
Yeah.
I need medication. So I'm getting in my car, I'm driving to my mom, and we're gonna live out of our cars, we're gonna camp, we're gonna save as much money as we can.
So she's gonna drive to her mom, and together with her mom, they're gonna live in cars?
We're gonna get vans. I'm done living in this system. I will forage for my own food if I have to. I'll kill an animal if I have to. I'm done being part of this rat race.
If I have to, I gotta hunt for food. America is big enough. I don't know if you are able to do it. I'm not sure how about the laws it is, but over here in the Netherlands, it's too small. But in such a gigantic a nation as the United States, with all this reservations and all these large open fields and forests, and I don't know what, I've seen several videos about people going to live off grid, so making their life their own, buying some chickens, making sure they have those confined in and getting eggs, and etc., getting a sheep, getting a goat, and building. I don't know. Is that possible? Is it legal? I don't know. But it's an alternative.
This society is not normal. This isn't normal. Okay?
So,
Yeah. That's something that I would do. Because survival is thing there. I have a survival kit over here just in case. But yeah, get a survival kit and go out there, go into the forest, find a place with clean water, with and start your own cabin in the woods with a shelter. Make from a shelter and actually a house, a hut, from a hut to a house, and try to survive.
I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except of my dog because he's absolutely gorgeous. But I am extremely frustrated
Wow, nice tattoos.
being a
Again. Back up, back up.
frustrated
This is, yeah. Oh, wow.
being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live.
Again, the previous one was also from Florida. So I assume that Florida is one heck of a nice state to live in, but also a very expensive state to live in. She has a full-time job and cannot pay.
I have spent my whole day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford $1,300 a month in rent and then
How much? Because she doesn't say. She has to look for
to live because I can't afford $1,300 a month in rent.
She doesn't say. It's beeped out.
And then a $650 car note and then $300 in insurance and then you got utilities and it's either I eat or I pay my bills, and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be late this month? And I'm so sick of it. Like all these apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, so hard. And I mean that with everything in me. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a week and not be able to live. I'm about to crash the out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my mind.
No, it's not you. We've seen several of those.
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm about to lose my shit because I just can't take it.
I'm so
Yeah. Taking an whole day off just to find a new apartment that is cheaper than the one she's now living in. And usually it means not being paid for that day.
livid right now. Hear me out. Health insurance in America is a joke.
I just saw a video of a girl being like, how are we going to do this, like, for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, I don't know how old she is, but I guess she is in the 20 or 22, 23, 20, somewhere. How are they, this generation, going to do it for the rest of their life? The next 40, 60, 80 years, I hope for her. With these prices going up.
And I just have to say, low key, I feel like a lot of young people right now in the workforce. I see comments all the time that are like, I'm betting on the world to end. It's like,
I'm betting on the world to end. The other ones was, I'm hoping not to wake up in the morning, and I'm betting that the.
yeah, me too. Like, how up of a economy, of a society, of a country are we living in right now that your young people, you're new to the workforce, young people are basically like
giving up.
We basically have like ideations because we don't want to do this forever. There's no reward for our work anymore. What's the reward? Like,
no reward. You get paid, and whatever you get paid, you get to use to pay your bills. So that you're only working but not living.
Oh, you get to go to sleep at night.
I feel like the lack of.
You go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning, and that's all you do. And the rest of the day, you work, and pay your bills. The lack of money now is causing a lot of anxiety, depression, and anger.
The money that people have now is really just starting to compound anxiety, depression, anger. They're short fuse. People are just getting. It's even worse to me this year than it was last year. But fuses are getting shorter. You see people that any kind of issue comes up, whether they're in a store, just anywhere, people are just automatically, they're getting the shakes, they're getting angrier faster. People are not having the amount of patience they used to have. It really comes down to emotional intelligence, and people are not able to manage this anymore. And I'm starting to see people break. I see people constantly all day. And it just seems like it's starting to just kind of compound. And I don't know where this is going to go. Bills are not getting.
Yeah. Yeah, more anxiety. If something goes wrong with the order, that's what we saw in the video at some fast food restaurant, and something, only a tiny bit is going wrong in the order, and somebody freaks out, totally blah. It's part of this. People can't handle it. They cannot. They live on a thin thread, and then they burst.
Getting cheaper. Nobody's getting paid more money. Matter of fact, companies out there are quietly reducing things like perks, benefits, bonuses. So in a way, you're actually making less money probably than you might have made in the last several years. And at the same time, everything just continues to go up. Aggregate numbers, I bet everything put together, you're probably almost double your expenses that you were before COVID if you add up every single bill you have. I just don't know where this goes. People just people are not making eye contact with you out in public. Less and less people are smiling. People just seem on edge. They seem agitated. They're just in their own world. And it
sounds like he is a psychologist or something with in that kind of order, because he is reacting rather professional and clinical to the things that he sees in the body language of other people. Yeah,
it's like everybody's got their brain on a hyperactive thing, about stress, about money. And man, the lack of money is just gonna break people. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money buys your peace. It buys options. It buys your ability to survive and to enjoy the things around you. And if you ain't got no money, well, everything else around you crumbles. And man, I don't know, man, but people are just getting less and less pleasant to be around, and they're just getting more agitated.
I'm telling you right now.
And that's not by their fault. It's how people react on distress situations.
Now, if we have not lived frugally for years, if we haven't been making certain financial decisions like we have been, we would be in a lot of trouble right now, because things are just really hard in the economy. My husband has been a proponent of staying debt free, of living well below your means for many years. And it was so hard for me to get on board with that in the beginning. And I'm just so glad that I did, because I don't know right now how we'd be making it. It's so hard. It's really hard. And things that we continue to do to live a very frugal life is we cut back on eating out. We cut back on our food costs. So if we can't afford certain...
Cut back on eating out? I'm not eating out at all. Not at all. It's way too expensive.
Luxury items, we just don't get them anymore. And sometimes we do want to splurge a little bit if we have a little bit of extra money, but otherwise we really try to just cook from scratch. Don't buy brand name things.
Yeah, that's good advice. Cook from scratch. Not those pre-processed, very unhealthy food.
I mean, we really try and just stick on a budget. Things that I've done before is actually just take out money from the bank and put money in little envelopes, and I'll budget to say, okay, this is the food budget for the month. This is the entertainment budget for the month, you know, so on and so forth. But just cutting back on food. We also really cut back on any type of subscriptions, which everything is like a subscription service now, almost everything. But really cutting back on those, because it adds up. $10 here, $15 here, $5 there, $50 here and there. Sometimes you'll download apps on your phone and they'll have a subscription service and it'll just renew and you forgot to cancel it.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that. I mean, really just watching out for that.
She's giving good tips. She's actually giving good tips.
For entertainment, we try and do as many free things as possible. So we love going on walks. That's free.
Yeah.
We love seeing what type of events the city might be putting on. Just anything like that, anything that's low cost. If we're going to the movie theater, we're going when we can pay the cheaper prices. We're not going like on a Friday or Saturday night. All those little things add up, and those are things that we've been doing for a long time. And then when we need things, we really look for used items. We'll go on Facebook Marketplace, we'll look on Craigslist, we'll go to thrift stores, even though thrift stores are getting more expensive now too, right? But these are the types of things that we do just to lower the cost of everything. If we have extra items or something that we don't need anymore, we'll sell it and try and make some extra cash. And that's always a good thing to do as well. If you need some extra money, if there's anything that you can sell right now that you don't need, that isn't that valuable to you, go ahead and sell it. That's something that everybody can be doing. And usually, you know, you can make some extra cash like that. And then also we pay really close attention to our finances. It's important to track all the dollars that are coming in and coming out of your account, because
doing some ledger writing, doing some accounting. Yeah, this is what's getting in, and that is what's getting out. This I paid this for that, and so you actually see where you give, where your money goes to by just writing it down every day. I spent this much money on that, and that much money on this, and yeah.
That's when you're really going to see if there are some extra things that you can cut out. Because at this point, I think it's really important for everybody to try and live as frugally as possible. And that's just our mindset. Other people think that they shouldn't have to live like that. But, you know, that's been our mindset, and it's done well for us for many years. And again, I'm grateful to my husband, because I was a super spender back in the day. I mean, I would get a paycheck from work and then the paycheck was gone. I was spending it after bills were done. I did not have the mindset of trying to save anything. I wanted to get clothes. I wanted to take the vacations and just spend all the money. You know, I might save a little bit, but then it was saving it to spend on the next big thing that I wanted to get. And that was really, you know, a challenge for me. But if I could do it, then anyone that's watching this video can do it as well. So anyway, share your comments and thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Take care.
Yeah. Good tips, but wow. These are only a few clips of this. People are ranting about how hard they are and which in how their state of mind is nowadays with all this recession going on. Is it a recession? It's no longer inflation. It's a recession. The economy is going down, down, down. So I only have to say it's going to end up in a recession. Yeah. Wow. Well, give the video a thumbs up. If you like the video, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this all? How could this end up in the United States? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more of my videos, then this is a good place to start with. I got to point more this part. And otherwise, you can subscribe to the channel to support me and to support the algorithm to find that more people can find my videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.